there and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be dabbling in a new eyeshadow palette. This one was from Makeup Revolution, although I think it's kind of changing its name to Revolution Beauty. So apologies if it's not Makeup Revolution anymore. I have no idea, but this is the mini rose gold palette. It's super cute. Like, I've not opened it yet, so we're going to like unbox it together, but I already know this is going to be like one of the cutest little bits of makeup that I own. This is the packaging. It cost me £6 and I believe you get 8 different eyeshadows inside. Let's just pop the sexy little bitch out. I mean, really, oh my gosh, guys, look, this is what she looks like. I just feel like if, you know, a brand like Makeup Revolution can create such beautiful, aesthetically pleasing packaging and still, and also, you know, great quality products most of the time, and sell them on to us for super reasonable, affordable prices, I just praise them. Like, I cannot thank them enough. You know, when you've got bigger brands, Too Faced, what's her name, with the super expensive makeup, and it's just fecking ridiculous, quite honestly. Not Charlotte Tilbury, even though I'm thinking Charlotte Tilbury, but no, what's her name, Natasha fecking Denona, literally Natasha fecking Denona. She needs to rethink this because it's just unreasonable. I mean, really, guys. But anyway, look, let me show you this as well. I know I'm going a bit off piste here, but this was the box that I got. Like, I bought some other Makeup Revolution products. This was the box it came in, and can you read it? It says, "We fight." Like, this is a bit dramatic. Like, it is. I'm being honest here. It's a little bit dramatic because it's just like, this is a box of makeup, which is, I'm not undermining a box of makeup because I fucking love a box of makeup. Like, I live for a box of makeup, but it says, "We fight for," I don't know because I can't read it backwards. "We fight for quality. We fight for speed. We fight for diversity. We fight for you." I mean, come on, guys. If that's not fighting talk, I don't know what is. But I kind of love it. I mean, I'm all for that, and I kind of want a t-shirt with those bold statements on it. But anyway, could you imagine that? "I fight for speed." They'd be like, "What? You're a fan of speed? You're an amphetamine head?" I mean, anyway, guys, let's just, I'm so sorry. I've been talking way too much. By the way, the sun is kind of coming in at an odd angle, so I do apologise. Like, can you see what I mean? I'm like, excuse me? No, unacceptable, sun. What are you even doing right now? Like, literally go back behind a cloud. Just feck off. I mean, really, come back out later when I want to go outside and don't want to wear my jacket and don't want to shiver my sassy little arse off. But for now, whilst I'm trying to film, just get back in your fecking cloud. I mean, really, I'm just like, what? But anyway, guys, this is the lovely, beautiful palette. I'm so sorry for going off on a tangent, but I do believe that, you know, Makeup Revolution's a great brand, or Revolution Beauty, or Revolution Pro, whatever the name is. I think great brand. Okay, so, oh my gosh, sorry, normally I show you first. I was just a little bit, you know, impatient, and I showed myself first, but I'm telling you, I'm very happy with what I see. So this is what the palette looks like. They did bring out a couple of other ones, and these are meant to be like little sister companion palettes to their larger palettes, which I think is a really cute idea, but it's not necessarily, you know, a new idea created by Revolution Beauty or Makeup Revolution or whatever their name is, because, you know, Too Faced have done this with their mini chocolate bar little mini palettes, and also Urban Decay have done it as well with their naked palettes. So it's not necessarily like a, you know, new idea, but I just like it because, I mean, I can afford this for a start. I can't afford the Too Faced one. So, okay, so we've got like a mauve shade. We've got a peachy shade. I love a good peachy shade. We've got a beautiful kind of grey shade, which I love it. I'm also really into this mustard shade. So we've got 2 shimmers, which are the larger shadows, and then the rest look to be mattes, which for me, I think that's a perfect kind of, you know, ratio of mattes to shimmers, because I personally prefer having more mattes than shimmers, because shimmer for me, it just goes on the lid. It's like the necklace of the palette. You know, you just add it and it just adds a wow to the look, whereas the mattes, I like to just be able to build up a crease. I love that's what I need a t-shirt. I like building up a good crease, I mean, really. But okay, 5 minutes in, no swatches. What am I doing with my life right now? Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Right, so we're going to begin with the pink, and then with this, what is it? I don't know. Oh, that pink one looks really beautiful. These are a little bit chunkacious. Can you see, like, I've picked up quite a bit of, like, just general chunkiness. But if I just swatch these are the two shimmers. They feel very, very soft. That one is absolutely gorgeous at the top. Yeah, I'm liking them. The pinky one reminds me a little bit of Orgasm because it's kind of pinky and goldy. And it's giving me an orgasm right now. I mean, it's not, but do you know what I mean? Anyway, so next we've got this mustard and this beautiful grey. I love these two, but I just kind of, I'm getting the impression that they're not necessarily going to maybe complement my bright pink hair, which is a little bit disappointing. But they look beautiful. They're pigmented, they're soft, smooth, buttery, everything you want in an eyeshadow. I'm going to swatch. Well, I'm not swatching, I'm just dipping my finger in at this point, but they are a bit chunky. But do you know what? I'm not holding that against them. I mean, it's irrelevant really. Okay, where are we going to swatch these? I'll just pop them. Oh my gosh, but do you know what? They're very pigmented. When you consider this palette is £6, I think that that's the worst swatch in the world. But I think £6, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Peachy shade first into my crease. I have like done some of my other makeup. I also, which you probably noticed, I don't know if this was a success or not, or just the worst idea ever. But I thought, you know what, instead of doing like a full-on pink brow, I'll do like an ombre. So I did my usual taupe and then just did a little bit of like, I used this NYX pink mascara. Was it a total disaster? Maybe. But anyway, guys, right, okay, I'm really, really sorry if you see the shadows on my face, but we can all just blame the sun for that. I mean, really. I'm going to just pop on this peach. By the way, this is a Morphe brush and I have no idea what its name is. Okay, so I feel like, oh my gosh, like that's so beautifully pigmented. I'm really impressed with it for a light shade. Can you see? I think it's fabulous. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a little bit more. I'm so sorry about that shadow, by the way, guys. It's really fecking me off if it's any consolation. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of this peachy shade in and around the crease. Okay, so next we are going to, like, I really want to use the grey. I don't know if I might just use the grey. Should we just use the grey? I mean, why not? So I'm just going to dip my brush in. I'm going to tap, 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 tap. I mean, really? And we're just going to pop that kind of on top. It would help, wouldn't it, if I actually used the mirror here? I mean, really. Okay, so I'm just going to pop. Doesn't really look to be showing up all that much. So I'm going to just apply a little bit more. Okay, so I don't feel like that grey is done like an awful lot, unfortunately. I don't know if it would have shown up more just like if I'd put that on first, or if it's something to do with the peach that it's just not enjoying. It's probably just not friends with the peach. It thinks peach is a complete and utter bitch. So it's saying, no, I'm not going to blend with the peach. I'm going to go into this little bit of, it's kind of like a chocolatey, like a very red toned brown, and I'm going to just pop that kind of very focused on the outer vagina. I do feel like, you know, when you tap off the excess, you actually end up tapping off quite a lot of the product. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit more and maybe not tap as aggressively, and I'm just kind of putting this onto the outer vagina portion. Can you see my eyebrows now? What do you think of the pink, guys? Just give me your honest thoughts. It's fine. You know, I look to you guys to tell me the truth and tell me what you really think. I promise I will not be upset if you aren't digging my pink ombre brows. I mean, I don't know if I'm even digging them, so you know what I mean. Okay, so I do believe that these eyeshadows are really, really blending beautifully. Like, I don't have any complaints whatsoever. I'm putting a little bit of this chocolate like under the eye as well. Okay, so I'm just popping a little bit more of that chocolatey brown just here, just in the outer crease, because I want to kind of just make the look a little bit grungier. Okay, so next we're going to go in with a shimmer, and I'm going to go in with this shimmer. We've only got 2 to pick, so I've decided I'm going in with this one because I feel like if I go in with a pink, well, I just feel like my being can't take much more pink today, so I'm just using my finger to apply, and then if we need to, I'll get some Fix Plus on the job. I think we need to, guys. Unfortunately, I don't feel like this is giving me like a whole lot of shebang. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's not terrible, but I just want more. I just want more, and I tend to use Fix Plus with like the majority of eyeshadows or shimmers anyway. So yeah, let's just give it a go. Actually, do you know what? Instead of like spraying it on my brush, thus wasting loads of product, I'm going to do what I always think I should do, but I'm too lazy. I'm going to just spray this into something, and then like I can dip my brush in. I think that's a good idea. And then I just waste loads of this in the whatever I put it in. I mean, really, but at least it makes me think I'm not wasting it. Okay, I've got a little tin here. This is perfect for the job. I mean, isn't that a rare thing that you find something that's perfect for the job? So anyway, I'm spraying the Fix Plus in. That was 3 little sprays, and my Fix Plus is inside, and now I can just dip my brush into that. Excellent, excellent. I feel like some kind of genius chemist right now. I'm just going to dip my brush back into the shimmer, and then we're going to go back onto the eye. Okay, so I like it a lot more, you know, with the wet brush. I just feel like the shades on my eyes, like once I blended them, are just a little bit washed out. But what I have to keep in mind is this palette is only £6. So I don't think it's bad at all. I just wish that grey had come through a little bit more. I might just see if I can maybe get that grey just to, you know, come to town a little bit. So I'm just going to pop some on a little bit more of like a denser brush, and just see if that will help it along a bit. I'm just going to patting it into the crease. I feel like now it's kind of showing up a little bit more, but not really as much as I would like. Go away. I'm going to repeat what I've done on this eye on the other eye. See, I'm just making my life worse for myself by creating more shadows now with the mirror. But yeah, I'm going to do the other eye. I'm also going to be filming a video testing out the brand new Renaissance Flick. I mean, that could be the name of something else, let's face it, and it could look a little bit like this. But anyway, guys, so I'm going to film the first impression on this, so I'll be back with a liner, with mascara, and with my thoughts on this palette. So hang on to your panties, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've just tried out the Renaissance Flick eyeliner by, it's Revolution Beauty, by the way. I can confirm they've changed their name. This was really, really good. I'm not sure at this point which video I'm going to get up first. So if I put this video up first, it will be on my channel and it will be there for you to see. But if I've not, then it will be up soon. I mean, really. So anyway, this is what the finished eye look looks like. Okay, so my thoughts on this palette are, in essence, I think that for £6, it's a really, really good little palette. I really like the shades that they put in here. These are like some of my perfect shades, and I think it's like really kind of, you know, kind of hitting that trend with the peaches and the mustard. And I'm hoping that greys are going to become a trend soon as well, because I don't think we have enough kind of grey palettes. The eyeshadows could have done with being a little bit more like oomphy, like a bit more pigmented maybe, because I do feel like, you know, as you blend them, and even though they do blend beautifully, I do feel like sometimes you lose a little bit of like the pigment, and I find that that's kind of typical with a lot of Revolution Beauty eyeshadows. I, for the most part, really enjoy Revolution Beauty's eyeshadows, but I do feel like they're all very similar, and I do struggle a little bit with the fact that, you know, when you dip your brush in and then you tap, 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 get rid of the excess and are in like a cloud of, you know, fabulous eyeshadow, I feel like you're then kind of left with not a lot on your brush. So you have to like pick between having a brush that's maybe got a little bit too much powder on it and could overblend, or you have a brush that doesn't really have enough powder on it. I don't know, that's just me. But anyway, guys, in essence, do I think the palette's good? For £6, would I recommend it? Yes, I totally would. I have to say though, in all honesty, I do prefer like my Focaliore palettes, my Beauty Glaze palettes, my You Can Be palettes that I've got from AliExpress. If you're not familiar with AliExpress, it's a kind of Chinese based makeup. Well, it's not just makeup, they sell everything for extremely affordable prices. You do have to wait quite a while in most cases for delivery. It can be up to like 3 months, which can be very frustrating. But I do think like the eyeshadow palettes on there, they're even more affordable than this. We're talking like £3, £4, and I do feel like in a way I prefer the eyeshadows in those palettes than Makeup Revolution or Revolution Beauty, whatever. But saying that, I think this is a really, really good palette, and I think if you were drawn to the shades and you bought it, I don't think you'd be disappointed at all. So I'm really, really pleased that I've got it. I love that it's so cute as well. It would be really easy to kind of just pop in your bag and, you know, take on holiday or wherever you're going, to Tesco, to the park, I don't know. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. By the way, look at my hair. It's kind of like, I've not washed it yet, but I'm really intrigued to see, like, when I finally wash it, how is it going to look. This is a Lime Crime Unicorn hair, which I have tried like once before, and I love the shade it was at first, but then it literally just like washed out like the first time I washed it. So I'm really intrigued to see like how is this going to wash out. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be back soon with more.